Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam and welcome. A fantastic revelation made by Kuladananda Brahmachari, disciple of Sri Bijoykrishna Goswami Prabhupada, regarding the shape of planet Earth and how this mystery is based on the Shastras and what is the true opinion of the sadhus. By sadhus, I mean the ones who are following the Shastras, the ones who have not been contaminated by the fakes of NASA and the companies who are brainwashing the world with their senseless ideas of an spherical Earth who is spinning around the sun, that has a spinning ball, the moon spinning around Earth, etc., etc. All this nonsense surely have been supported by companies with big money. And the main point to create this is only to disconnect us from the true nature. And of course, by that, people of the world, step by step, are denying what the holy books are telling. Not only the Vedas, but all the holy books worldwide, all the ancient philosophy and religions are being denied by those so-called discoveries and scientific studies. So there is a very, very deep work going on to disprove our true science and philosophy, the Vedic one. They are working hard to create a new religion, and they have been succeed with that idea. That new religion is called science, and people will say, I believe in science, I don't believe in the Vedas or the Puranas. I believe in science, I don't believe in Vedas. Sounds exactly the same that some people from Western countries can say. I believe in Bible, I don't believe in Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam. It's exactly the same. It's a new religion, a religion of materialism, a religion of numbers, a religion that is moving through the support of big mafias, big money. We should truly follow what the riches have been giving us. We cannot say, yes, this part of Bhagavatam is true, but when it says that the earth is flat and is stationary, this is not true. We cannot take half of the food in this case, no? Kuladananda Brahmachari, a Siddha Mahatma, disciple of Mahapurush Bijoykrishna Goswami Prabhupada. Our sadhu here, Brahmachari, we will call, is explaining some super incredible things here. One person is asking him, is one student of the area of Bijoykrishna Goswami Prabhupada. He asked, I asked, is there a way to travel to various other spheres other than this world by human beings? What is the question? It's very simple. Can we go to a different planes, dimensions, or other worlds? And Brahmachari is answering, Jai Guru Sri Guru, Jai Guru Sri Guru, Jai Guru Sri Guru. How could people travel to such destinations? If there had been no way, how could they speak so clearly if they had not gone to seeing these spheres? The sages and ascetics have all said the same thing at different times. There are descriptions about which sphere is of what type, length and breadth. Which sphere has how many mountains and rivers. There are even descriptions of huge palaces. They have written in detail about the look, nature, and activities of the inhabitants of such places. Parenthesis here he is speaking about the sages, the yogis, who actually have been traveling to places and giving clear description of everything, counting kilometers or miles of extensions of land, how palaces are, and everything. And by studying this topic, I realized that several super powerful yogis have been given the same descriptions over different times and places. Same descriptions about the same spheres or planes, platforms, worlds. So that's very interesting. They have written in detail about the look, nature, and activities of the inhabitants of such places. There are clear paths for moving everywhere in the universe. All the spheres in the universe, like Bhu, Bhuva, Swaha, Maha, Jana, Tabaha, Satya, etc., are linked together like a chain, the way many jewels are joined to form a garland. But it is not possible to go everywhere with just any body, physical body. The body has to be prepared according to the place and path. It is not possible otherwise. I asked, how is such a suitable body prepared? Brahmachari, by the practice of yoga. By the practice of yoga, a man can take any form he wishes. To go to such places, sometimes a body that can go inside water is needed. In some other places, a body of air is needed. And in some other place, a body of energy is required. Question: do not these bodies have blood, flesh, bones, and bone marrow? Brahmachari: why not? Everything we have in this body all exists. Question: but we cannot go to all the places in this world. Brahmachari: leave alone the world. You cannot even go to all the places in India. You have made this world very small by the reading Western geography and following its impressions. The world consists on 7 islands. Nobody knows about even one of these islands. Every island has 7 varsha. People do not believe a fraction of it even now. Out of the 7 varsha of Jambud Dvip, one is this Bharat Varsha, which you know to be your world. According to ancient geography, Vedic geography, the Red Sea, and listen, this is mind-blowing, the Red Sea, the Black Sea, Java Island, Suvarna Island, China, Persia, Arab, all were with our Bharat Varsha. All of those lands are part or were part of Bharat Varsha actually. So it will not be strange to find that the Vedic culture was over all these places, because we can see symbols as svastika, deities as Vishnu and Shiva, Saraswati and Lakshmi on those countries. Some of them have been, due to the demoniac Kali Yuga religions, they have been destroying many of the things, but they were there. It's not possible to deny. Even now, people are unaware of Kim Purush Varsha, which is after Bharat Varsha. The face of the inhabitants of this place is like a horse. Listen, the face of the inhabitants of this place, Kim Purush Varsha, is like a horse. How many people have been able to come back and give details of this land? Another interesting parenthesis, that's why I am reading this with you, sharing, because here is very interesting things that comparing information from different areas of study, we realize some similarities. See, the Puranic view of the earth shape is what Brahmachari is saying. And the far you go from the center of the islands, after Bharatvarsh, the 7 rings that each ring has its own inhabitants, they are more far from the sun, because by Vedic science, the sun is rotating on top of the earth and is around the Bharatvarsha area, so in the central ring. So the far you go, far from the center, less light and more shadow. So that's why it's possible that this is the idea that the demons and the ghosts and this kind of beasts or creatures, they live in darkness. They're not coming from down or from upper or from some another dimension. It's possible that there are different kind of inhabitants, human-like, who lives far from the Bharatvarsh, where are humans like you and me living, but due to conditions or the very archetype of their bodies, they look different and more bizarre, and that maybe we remind or we have the idea of these creatures looking like animals, like horse faces, as Brahmachari is saying. Do you get what I mean? I hope to not be walking too far from what is like a socially accepted. Well, anyways, my channel is not a pop culture channel. Who says the world is round? Who says the world is round? How can anybody go to such place in a ship? It is round in the east and west, and that's why they can travel. Could anyone go across the north and south? Very good point. Is any expedition north and south? No, only west and east. Strange, right? Here our sadhu, Siddha Mahatma, is pointing out. Could anyone go across the north and south? Can anybody talk about these 2 sides? Question. Then this globe is not round? Brahmachari, why not? It is round on the east and west, but in the north and south is like a garland in the shape of a conch shell. There are 7, one after another. The second one is twice the size of the first. Consequently, one is bigger than the previous one. This way, if 7 such ones are strung together in one string, it looks like a garland. The world is somewhat like this. Out of the 7 islands, the one that is encircled with salt, the salt sea, is called Jambudvip. There is where we are actually. The next one is Plakshmadvip. There are 7 such spheres linked in succession. How will people believe this? They have not seen them at all, but those who have seen them have written in clear detail about the hills, rivers, and their sizes. Before we took leave, Brahmachari Mahasai, he asked again Dada to take Diksha from Gosai. In his eagerness to take Diksha, Dada became ready to go to Goswami Mahasai immediately. They are speaking now about Bijoykrishna Goswami. We started for Dhaka, directed by both, by I do not understand God's plan. On reaching Dhaka, we came to know that Goswami Mahasai had left Kolkata for 2 or 3 days ago. Dada's leave had nearly finished. We reached our home. Dada's holiday ended. He went back to his place of work in Ajodhya. He could not get initiated. Wow, fantastic reading, just 1-2 pages, but so much information. And well, as far as we have been studying in this channel, there are many things that have been changed and adapted to actual times, to what is wrong, since this time is the Kali Maharaj time, is the Kali Yuga time. So any adaptation we do to fit into Kali Yuga, Kali Maharaj kingdom, is a fit that we are doing for the darkness, for the demons, for the dark side of the power. Any fit that will do, adaptation that will do to please Kali Yuga, then is a step in Kali Yuga and step out of Golok Vrindavan. That's why I bring this today about the shape of earth and how this universe works. Because we must accept what the real sages, gurus, riches have been giving us. If Srimad Bhagavatam is correct, we cannot say that the 5th chapter of Bhagavatam is speaking about the shape of the universe and the stationary earth, that it is called Bhumandal. So the circle means like a mandala, a circle called Bhu, our land, our planet plane is. We cannot change that. We cannot say everything in the Bhagavatam is correct with the exception of this. If Bhagavatam is correct, everything that in Bhagavatam is correct. It's not that some things are correct and other things are not, if they are not commercially supportive to say for selling the preaching. No, we have to take the things as the things are. Bhagavatam say this is what we have to follow. Vedic cosmology is saying exactly what Brahmachari is saying. This is what we have to take and follow. Does not matter what the NASA, the Nazis, or whoever agency is saying, because all of them are managed by certain people who are looking to keep humankind in ignorance. They are the real agents of Mahamaya, Kali Yuga, Kali Maharaj. They are the slaves of Kali Maharaj. We cannot follow their ideas. Thank you very much for watching. Jai Guru Sri Guru, Jai Guru Sri Guru, Jai Guru Radharaman, Jai Nitai Jai Go, Jai Jai Sri Radhe Syam.